All right, and welcome back to the Romney Center here at Texas Valley Sports as we continue our games for today. We have a 1-0 lead by the Blazers. 2-0 lead by the Blazers. I'm standing corrected here. Now there's a point for the Jokers. All right. So the Jokers won their match earlier against the Golden Girls, if I remember correctly. Actually against Notorious D.I.G. They won their match against Notorious D.I.G. The Blazers, this is their first game of the day.
And hello, Joe. Thanks for having me back here. The Jokers, yes, they were very successful against the Notorious D.I.G. here. The Blazers, they're a very competitive, team-spirited squad this season.
3-2 here.
3-2 here in our first set as the Jokers look to continue their momentum off their first win earlier today.
Another point for the Jokers.
Yes, an ace right there, as this game is sponsored by Ruby Diaz Realtor. And another ace right there, making it 5-2. Yeah, right now we're trying to figure out who has that drone flying in the corner. We would sure like to have the drone boys here, but, you know, limitations can sometimes hamper us.
Absolutely.
5-3 right now is our score. Blazers getting ready to serve it up here, and that falls short, making it 6-3 in the early going. Joe, I mean, you talk about a Joker squad that, again, they retooled themselves. They've put themselves in a very competitive position. What's going to be the key for them to just to have a successful year, and just how do you define successful for the Jokers?
Well, honestly, the Jokers, if we remember the past seasons, they were actually either last or second to the last place. But this year, I'm thinking there's going to be a big change here. They're going to be at least one of the mid-level teams. If not one of the highest, they might make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, the level of protagonism that they've started to take here has been quite noticeable. I mean, they've had a number of turnover and changes, and this team just looks way more improved.
It's all about developing too, and these girls have been hitting the gym, from what I understand. So it's definitely going to play a part in the conditioning.
Absolutely, as we are now tied at 6 here in our opening set here in the Romney Center in McAllen, Texas, as that ball goes out of bounds for the Blazers, gives the Jokers their 7th point. Jokers
are facing some stiff competition right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now that middle of the table has, you know, it's going to be a mumbo jumbo, and that's why the little mistakes that they commit can come back and haunt you. And at the end of our regular season here, as the Blazers continue to move the ball around, Jokers try to set their offense up as they just get that one barely across, and that attack by Bella falls short as it is now 8-6. Nice save there by the Jokers, who are sponsored by Ruby Diaz Realtor. And, a violation of the net.
9 points to the Jokers now.
Yeah, violation of the net right there. That's a big no-no if you're playing volleyball. As the Blazers just try to find an error there, but that is an ace of the Jokers.
Yeah.
10-6 our score right now here in set number one here.
Yeah. And the Jokers being a couple of years into this league, you know, they're the favorites to win right now because the Blazers are a first-year team. But, you know, don't count the Blazers out. They're going to fight hard here. They may pull off the victory. We'll see.
Yeah, the Blazers, I was going to ask you on them, you know. First-year squad, they apparently there have been a couple of veterans of TBS players who have formed this team. What do you see in the Blazers that's going to put them in a competitive range that they could pull off a game or two here on any given Sunday mode?
I mean, they have the heart, man. That's what it is. Right now, they're just trying to compete. You know, they've played against some good squads, and it's only going to help them get better.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have that star power like other teams do, and this is what the Blazers have right now, as the Jokers continue to lead this one 12-7, and double touch up by the Blazers makes it now 13-7.
There's a strike. It's another point.
As the Blazers, you know, for the Blazers to kind of get their groove a little bit, I think this is quite the challenging test for them, as it is now 15-7 our score, as we are sponsored by In the Moment Photography and a Lux World.
And here they go.
Blazers, an attack that just goes wide. You know, this Blazers team, you know, they show it on the court that they're right there in that competitive stance. For them, it's just trying to play airless volleyball, and
that's another point.
And another net violation there, as they've been caught a few times leaning against that net.
Right.
The Jokers just taking advantage of this play, as they are sponsored by Ruby Diaz Realtor.
ASD Construction and Torres Construction as well.
And El Rancho.
That's right. They're also sponsored by El Ranchito.
El Ranchito.
And I apologize, this is El Rancho del Valle.
El Rancho del Valle. And that
another point
in
for the Jokers.
You know, 18-8 our score right now. The Jokers seem to have found the lockdown mode activated, as there's going to be a sub here for the Jokers as they make their change.
Their closer's coming in.
Yes, and it is 18-8 our score here, as Itacheta subbed out, and
point Blazers.
Two-touch by the Jokers. And
19 points for the Jokers. I don't know if they know how they got that point, but they got it. Once again,
apparently the referee had explained something about
the Diaz sisters there.
The rotation, something within the rotation, and another two-touch by the Blazers.
Once again, Abby, captain of the Jokers, wearing her glasses this time around. coming into the game with more intelligence now.
20-9 is our score here in set number 1 as the Jokers look to close this out here. Set number 1, and that attack
That's
goes
out.
off the mark. It is now 21-9.
21-9.
Absolutely, as the Blazers continue to just try to find some offense here.
They keep it alive, but
it is off of Vela as it is now 22-9.
$10 points, Blazers.
Exactly, it is now 22-10 as we've got to thank Lux World and In the Moment Photography, where I understand Dion took a headshot for the upcoming karaoke competition. And another point there by the Jokers makes it now set point, making it to
24-11. Wow.
Set point by the Jokers.
We're there already.
And that
and a
one,
soccer kick here.
it nearly knocks us, our camera guy and our scoreboard guy. Set number 1 is over. Jokers take it 25-11. We'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back to start set number 2.
All right, and here we are.
Welcome back to the Romney and Romney Center. Good afternoon, everyone joining us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you may be watching us. Thanks for making us part of your day, as this is Race Oval from South Texas Border Sports, being accompanied by Jose Perales, a CEO, founder of Texas Valley Sports, here at the Romney Center, where it is the Jokers 1, Blazers 0 here in our second set. Blazers open with the serve as the Jokers try to close this one out. Once again, try to go to 2-0 on the day, and it is the Blazers getting their first point of set number 2, Joe.
Yeah, it's 1-0 right now. The Blazers jumping off to a start here.
Yes, it's something that they want to keep the momentum going here after struggling a little bit in the offensive end in set number 1, and now they've picked up their second point off that kill right there.
And there's Vivian Zuniga, captain of the Blazers squad, with the serve.
Zuniga, one of the more experienced players of this Blazers squad.
That's right.
As the Jokers try to end. It is
3-0?
3-0.
Oh.
The drone. And that is a point by the Jokers as an attack error. An attack error by the Blazers has given the Jokers the first point. Make that their second point.
Second point there, okay.
Yes, 3-2 is our score. 3-2 is our score right now as the Jokers hold serve here. And make that 3-all now.
And she gets it barely across the net.
As
doing just enough to cross the net there, but it works.
Exactly, you know, just get it over the line and pray for action, folks. That's the way I can describe volleyball. Just get it over the net and let the action behold itself.
Oh, look at that.
That 5. You know, I see a drone here in the corner. You know, sometimes it would be nice for us to have some aerial footage, but of course, you know, it's just something that's out of reach right now, as we got to thank In the Moment Photography and Lux World for today's sponsorship, and for the Jokers, we got to thank Ruby Diaz Realtor, El Rancho del Valle,
ASD Construction, and Torres Construction as well.
Exactly. Blazers moving the ball around. They get it across. And that goes out of play to make it now 8-3 Jokers.
8-3 Jokers, and Ruby Diaz again serving. Ruby Diaz.
It's actually a libero serving for.
That's right. Libero serving. And that's Ruby Diaz from Ruby Diaz Realty.
And it is now 9-3. Joker starting to just find the cruise control shift here, as they have managed to put this and Iracheta with the kill right there, as it is now 10-3. You know, the Jokers, I mean, this might be a nice momentum swinger for them.
Oh, yeah.
As they, and
that's going to be point Blazers net.
Net violation as Racheta caught.
Yeah, and that was a good run that they had.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. Stuff like that is going to happen. It's just how you overcome it is the question sometimes that is in the play here, as the Jokers move the ball around.
Oh, and that's Blazers point.
Another point there for the Blazers.
Blazers now looking for their own momentum swing here.
Exactly, and right now the Blazers just one of those teams that hangs around competitively, and an ace by the Blazers right
Wow,
there.
3 points in a row now.
Up, over, and another
Oh,
ace.
there it is again. They're exposing a weak spot right now.
Yeah, exactly. And right now it's been a couple of aces thus far for the Blazers volleyball team.
Here we go. The Jokers got it this time. Eight points now Blazers are down by 2.
Absolutely, Joe. As the Blazers right now, they have a little 5-point run at the moment. Almost nearly made it 6 on that miscue. And make it 6 now, 6 in a row.
Wow, 10-9 run.
For the Blazers.
Momentum swinging here.
Yes, absolutely. And the Blazers reeling off a run of 6 in a row. You know, this should be the entrance theme for Notorious Dick.
That's right. That would be a great one.
And Iracheta finds a way to dump it down.
We have a tie ball game now.
Oh, wow. A net violation.
Wow.
Once again, Iracheta twice in this rally being caught.
Oh,
and there's
no.
a service error by the Blazers.
No.
That momentum.
You know, for those of you watching at home, you have to cross the net for gameplay here. Oh, no. Giving up 3 points.
Yeah, the Blazers had a run of 7-0 until that moment. I would like to call it the Joe Buck curse.
Oh.
And another air attack there on the Jokers. We are 11th square here in set number 2. Jokers have the 1-set lead. Can the Blazers push this to a set number 3?
Uh-oh, here we go.
As the Jokers try to push that one out, and now the Blazers hit that one out of bounds to make it 12.
Wow. So it's actually 12 points Jokers, 11 Blazers.
Absolutely, and you know, right now the Jokers, they may have just found that spark to recapture the lead. As that's an ace right there.
Is the momentum swinging back to the Jokers now?
Yeah, the pendulum has now swung as Iracheta continues to swing the ball nicely here. And that one goes out of bounds. 13-12. That one looked like it was going out, but the Jokers decided to play that ball.
(14-12) right now, Jokers.
12 as now the libero comes off for the Jokers. Out of bounds. Right now, the Blazers just hanging around right now. They're just hanging in there as our score is 14-13. Blazers trying to equalize this one, and they're going to get it off a violation once again.
Wow, 14-all.
A two-touch violation once again on the Jokers. Right now, those have been the 3 glaring mistakes for the Jokers. Net violation, 2-touch, and 4 touches on a simple rotation.
How many net violations have we seen just in this set alone, I think?
Well, at least 5.
Wow.
At least 5 as the score remains 15-14. And that ball goes well wide.
Oh, so the Jokers now go up by 2 points.
Exactly, and now the Jokers.
There's Ruby.
Yes, exactly.
There's a setup by Abby.
Exactly.
And oh, they keep it alive.
Oh, and that's
oh
a touch.
Wow.
That is a touch. 15-16 our score.
Yep.
Blazers still hanging around here. And it looks like that little motivational halftime in between sets lasted pretty good, because Now you can see the Jokers, excuse me.
Jimmy.
Yeah. I was thinking of a soccer reference, a player named Jimmy Bullard. Okay.
Right.
He
Substitution
as he checks out for the Jokers. Jimmy Bullard, who played for Hull City, they had a manager by the name of Phil Brown. And Phil Brown, instead of taking his team to the locker room, he sat them in front of their fan supporters at an away game and gave them like the pep talk of their life.
Right.
So Jimmy Bullard, what he does after he scores a goal, he mimics that same speech as his celebration. And it was like one of the great celebrations of that time. And since the Blazers had a large deficit and they're showing a lot of spirit right now.
Right.
That's why I thought of a Jimmy Bullard at the moment. As we like to thank Ruby Diaz Realtor, Torres Construction, ASD Construction, and El Rancho del Valle. As the Joker's starting to swing it now together, as it is now 19-all between Blazers and Jokers. 19-all now here in set number 2. Will we get to a third set is the big question.
Yeah, I had the scoreboard wrong there, but it is 19-all.
Yes, absolutely. 19-all is our score, as the Blazers have found a little bit of an offensive groove here. Right now, I think their number one point, get us to a third set, is what they're thinking.
Yeah, they are thinking that right now.
And right now, I mean, the Jokers have been committing a lot of mistakes, and you see, there he goes once again.
Blazers take the lead now.
Another two-touch. And at this point, if I'm coaching the Jokers right now, I would call a timeout to reevaluate everything that's going on.
I agree, because this is a first-year team coming in here with a lot of momentum. They have something to prove, and you definitely can stop that momentum by calling a timeout and regrouping.
But that necessarily means that, hey, it's not always going to pan out that way.
Right.
As it is 21-19 Blazers, as they've capitalized on the mistakes that the Jokers have made. And right now, the Jokers trying to just find answers on their attack. I mean, they've tried multiple ways to attack this Blazers team, and nothing has gone their direction. And
another point.
Another two-touch. You know, and this is what I mean by two-touch. A player who touches the ball once cannot do it in a repetitive sequence.
Correct.
And that's what's been killing the Jokers in this set. And now an attack error by Diaz gives...
Is fatigue setting in? Is that what it is, you think?
No, not at all. I just think that the Blazers have found some inspiration at this point.
Great job for a first-year squad.
And that is out, as it is now set point for the Blazers. As the Blazers try to polish off this set. Wow.
There it is.
There's your set
25-19. We go to the third set.
We're going to go to a third set. We'll go to commercial break, and we'll bring it to you live here on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever platform you may be watching us. Oh, wait, they replayed the point.
Oh.
They replayed the point, ladies and gentlemen.
Point is being replayed for some reason.
There it is.
There
now
it is.
There's your set winner.
Wait,
hey, Frank.
that's 25, no?
What's going on, man? Hey.
Game over, right? What score you got? What score you got? So I got a score correction here. It was 20-22. That's why you're seeing the gameplay here.
Yes, our apologies to our fans watching us. And sometimes a scoreboard cam can actually work for our drone footage at times. I mean, hey, I've seen it done before in sports leagues where they'll just have like a set drone, a set camera, just aiming directly at the scoreboard and placing it like on the bottom left or bottom right corner of our screen or even the top right. But you got to have a veteran scoreboard operator for that, as the Jokers try to just stave off the momentum that the Blazers have built up.
Look at that, 22 points each.
22 all.
Now we're in the dog moments right now. This is who's the bigger dog right now.
Yeah, right now the Blazers build up all that momentum, and it seems like that slowly started to deflate away as the Blazers try to just try to stick to their core here. That is in, as that was last touched by the Jokers. Double zero, they were asking for a serve rotation. Who was next? It's 0-0 for the Blazers. 22-23, right now our score here.
Blazers with the lead.
And Blazers asking for a rotation check.
Uh-oh. And this, you can see it as a timeout right now. I know the Jokers are regrouping right now, talking to each other. They're taking advantage of this delay of game right now.
Yeah, because right now you want to set the rotation correct. If you're the Blazers, you've lost a lead that you've worked so hard to gain.
Yep, and you can see the Jokers right now. They're talking amongst themselves. This is essentially a timeout, a free timeout given to them.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, if I'm members of the Jokers, I wouldn't want this to happen. But now there's a rotation check. There's checking like, okay, who's our next serve and where's our positioning supposed to be?
Yeah.
And it's going to be Blazer serve here, or set number 2, and that's a nice deep serve to kind of mess with the Jokers right there. As the Blazers get that across, come the Jokers setting it up. That's a nice dump, and that is a point for the Jokers.
We are at 23 all.
First to 25 to win by 2 is declared the winner of the set here, or the first to get to 30 at this stage of the game. Right now, it is Jokers with that momentum. Blazers get that across. And here come the Jokers. Blazers moving the ball around effectively in the back. Jokers with a nice shot there. And that's a nice attack by the Jokers.
So the Jokers, if they get this one last point here, they win the set and the whole game, really.
Yes, they're 1 point away from clinching the set, and boy, did they have to labor for this one. That's gonna go out. Wow.
Wow, too strong. Too strong. That's gonna be costly.
Yes, and now the Blazers can find a way to close this out if they manage to get the next 2 points here. As now they've got their server throwing it up in the air, just using a nice little swerve serve technique.
There's a setup.
Diaz,
can they take advantage?
Trying to play the back line, nothing doing. Zuniga sets up for teammate.
It's in the Joker's hands now. Oh, they played it and they shouldn't have. That was going to go
now
out.
The Blazers have taken a 25-24 lead.
That was going to go out. They shouldn't have played it.
And it is 26-24. The Blazers win the set. And we're going to a commercial break as now we're going to set up our third set.
All right, and we're back here at Texas Valley Sports
at the Romney and Romney Center. Blazers shockingly take set number 2, 26-24.
Telling you, they're a young team with a lot of heart. They're coming in here to prove something.
Exactly, and at this point, you know, first to 15, win by 2, is declared the winner here. As
Here we
Blazers
go.
get that ball across first. Diaz setting up. Gacheta, and that goes out.
Point Blazers.
Blazers.
Wow.
You know, they're going to surprise a few people. And right now, this is a surprise because...
You know, and this is what's plagued the Jokers in the past, too. In the past seasons, they've been in a situation to win a game, but it's like, I don't know if it's fatigue that sets in or what, but they end up finding a way to not win the game.
I know, and you stated best, and I guess this is the best theme song I can find for them.
Look at that.
Steve Wariner, Off the Tips of My Fingers.
Yeah.
And and the victory was theirs, and it just slips away.
Now Ruby Diaz serving. Last time she served, they went like on a 4 or 6-0 run.
Exactly, and right now she gets him off to a nice start there with an ace. There goes Diaz with the serve. Blazers try to find an attack. Nothing doing. Diaz once again moving the ball around and make that 2-all Blazers and Jokers.
What a match, man.
Yeah, it's been, I guess, match of the day, and there goes another ace by the Blazers. You know, the Blazers have been taking advantage of all these other opportunities to really, you know, put themselves in a position where they could win here today. And there goes a service by the Blazers and another ace. Man, have the Blazers gained the momentum here. I mean, whatever they had for breakfast, share the recipe as the Jokers try to just snap out of it. And right now, they are just getting frustrated right now.
Yeah, you see the frustration.
Yeah, Diaz just tried to attack that ball and just went short. And, you know, the Blazers have been playing effective volleyball, simple, error-free volleyball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, and they haven't, and their mistakes, as glaring as they were in the opening set, it just seems like here in set number 2, they've managed to clean it up. And nice
another point
by
for the Blazers.
Bella of the Blazers. Wow. Right now they are just driving the sword to the Jokers at this point. Up over to the... And the Jokers finally find a way to snap that streak right there.
Right.
Diaz back to serve for the Jokers as the Diaz dynasty. Hernandez tries to set it up her own teammate, and there it is. Four to 6 is our score here in set number 3. Each team with the set victory. Hernandez setting up here to Cheta for the Jokers. Nothing doing. The Blazers just playing a little open, free touch volleyball here as the Blazers try to find their zone here, but nothing doing. It is point Blazers.
We got a 7-4 ball game right now. Whoever gets to 15 first is going to win the whole game.
Exactly, and right now it's been a real cagey affair between Blazers and the Jokers at the moment. That ball gets across. Movement across for the Jokers as they try to set their play up. Here come the Blazers. Blazers attack, nothing doing. Blazers once again try to find an attack. They get it back across to the Jokers. Move it over, nothing doing. And there's a kill by Cheta of the Jokers.
Yeah, and the Jokers just need to dig down deep. They know who they are. They know how they can play, and they need to elevate this game, their game. And they're doing that right now, but...
Absolutely right now, and they're just driving it right now to the Jokers at this moment. Jokers trying to find some momentum offensively after all of theirs was deflated in the fourth quarter or in the second set late on, where the Blazers just had that massive comeback.
Right.
And a net violation by the Blazers. We hadn't seen them commit that since the first opening set. And now it's 2 circles against the Blazers now. The Blazers trying to set themselves up here as they are up 6-8 against the Jokers. Jokers trying to get it across there. Blazers just get that one across. Jokers on it.
Abby there.
Wow.
Gets it done there for them.
7-8 our score. Man, the the two circles that you want to highlight here is the moment that the Blazers just started attacking this Joker's team in the second set, and the way the first set ended for the Blazers. I think that kind of gave them that motivation to get them where they're at this point. It is now 9-7 after that attack error. Joe, can you concede with me on the point where the Blazers just started taking away the hot air from the Jokers?
Yeah, little by little.
That second set to put them right now in this position.
Yeah, it was all about momentum, to be honest with you. And the Blazers seem to have taken that momentum, and they've capitalized on it.
Absolutely, as it just seems very seismic right now, the way this match has developed. 8-9 our score.
And if you notice, anytime the Jokers score, the Blazers tend to score right back, and it just kills momentum.
Absolutely, and the Jokers right now, I mean, they won their first match, and right now they're trying to win that second match.
Uh-oh.
It is now 9-0 now. Hernandez having herself a nice little serving fest, getting her last 4 across.
Look at that. Oh, they keep it alive.
That's going to go out of play, too.
Okay, there's a lead change now.
Exactly.
Jokers now on top for the first time in this set. Wow.
Yeah, wow is correct, man.
There's Abby, team captain of the Jokers. And here we go.
Absolutely.
Look at that. 2-point lead now by the Jokers.
11-9.
11-9. What a comeback here.
Yeah, absolutely. The Jokers have found themselves to regather themselves a little bit here to try to, muscle out a victory. And wow.
All right, so they go on a 3-point run now. That's huge right now, being that the game will end when someone reaches 15.
Exactly, and the Jokers, despite losing the momentum, I think they've done a fine job recapturing it. And
Uh-oh.
10-12 is our score right now.
The Blazers aren't just going to hand it to them, and that's something that the Jokers learned today, is that they're going to have to fight for every single win that they have.
Exactly. And right now they just cannot afford any more slip-ups. I mean, they've had a lot of mistakes. If I can just imagine counting the mistakes for the hits that they've had this year, they would almost identically go hand in hand here. Blazers, on the other hand, very, very competitive bunch of girls.
Oh, wow. Miscommunication error.
11-12, our score here at the Romney Center. Thanks for joining us on this afternoon.
Wow, what a game.
Absolutely, Joe. I mean, this was one of those games where I did not have it circled where it could have been decided by 3 games, 1 game, no games. It's just, for me, it's just another match to call. But man, this one has had all the momentum shifts and changes as the Jokers.
It's been a back and forth. This is a brawl.
Exactly. It is now the who links up first. Oh man, such great action here.
Oh boy.
Yes, absolutely, Joe.
The excitement here right now.
Yeah, you just feel the tension here.
Look at that save. Oh, the ball is still alive. And that's it.
4 touches.
Woo! 12 points
13.
goes Blazers.
Wow.
Jokers played their heart out on that one.
Exactly, and right now, I mean, this is another weird fact. Nobody has used the timeout.
Nobody has used the timeout.
Yeah, that's what seems strange in this match. And Blazers with the kill.
Jokers with the kill.
That block kill right there. Wow, and now they've made a substitution as Diaz is out. And
yep, and it makes sense. Diaz has been very good at the serve, so why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Look at that, and it ends there.
Wow.
Smart move by the Jokers. Again, led by Abby, wearing her glasses today.
Absolutely, as we want to thank Ruby Diaz Realtor, Rancho del Valle, ASD Construction and Torres Construction.
Yes.
As well as
In the Moment Photography and Lux World
for sponsoring today's game. Many thanks. We'll be back on another broadcast here soon here at Texas Valley.